90, and I heard his own daughter hasn't even been able to see them all. Would you please welcome the legendary Danny DeVito and his daughter, Lucy.
Very nice.
It's so, Lucy, when people, because I know that Danny gets this reaction everywhere you go, like, how does that feel?
I mean, it's awesome. It's, you know, he exudes a sort of warmth and love that, you know, people just, you know, can't help themselves but scream. So it's, yeah.
It's true, it's true. We all know it's true.
And he's kind of unrecognizable, you know, so it's like you're walking down the street of New York and it's like he's covered up in a hat and a mask or whatever, but, you know, from behind, you can still tell who he is. Like, yeah,
it's hard for me to hide.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for me to hide.
I can't believe you haven't seen all of Danny's projects, his films, because I make my son watch everything that I'm in.
I mean, that's a nice son of yours. I've seen most of his stuff, but he's been in, you know, so many things. Yes. It's like, you know, and also there are certain things that I have seen that, like, I don't need to watch again. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is my dad after all. It's, you know, I don't need to see him naked coming out of a couch. You know what I mean? But, you know, I think that, you know, all of it, I love tons of his movies and TV shows and all of it. Yeah, no, I do appreciate his work very much.
Well.
Yeah.
Thank you, my baby.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you, my baby.
One of my favorites is you being the penguin in Batman.
Yeah.
That right there. I don't think anybody could ever beat you being the penguin in Batman. Like, even being that character, where did you have to go?
Well, I didn't have to go far. That's the unfortunate thing about it. No, it's like Tim Burton is like an artist. The script was great. It was an iconic character. We went in an operatic way. You know, I know that there's many. I know there's another penguin out there, Colin's penguin. I saw he did a great job. He's a good actor. And but Oswald, my Oswald, was very, you know, operatic. So it was bigger. It was like a little bit more, you know, theatrical, let's say. And I dug it. Yeah.
This is you played Louis in Taxi. Y'all remember Louis? Louis De Palma. Louis De Palma in Taxi. Next year, it will be 40 years since Taxi ended, and I still watch reruns. I binge on the reruns. Are there any, like, memories that you have?
Oh, so many.
Like, what's something that sticks out?
Oh, so many.
Oh, man.
I mean, just like, you know, it was 5 years of my life, and I loved every minute of it. I was given the script for Taxi by Joel Thurm as a casting director. You know, we all go through this as actors. You're hunting for work. And Joel gave me the script, and he said, you got to audition for this. It's going to be, you know, this is Ed Weinberger, Stan Daniels, Jim Brooks. They created the show. It's going to be Paramount. Judd Hirsch is going to be it. It's going to be really... So I said, okay. So I read the script, and I loved it, but I didn't let on that I loved it. I read the script, and I said, okay. And he brings me in. He introduces me, everybody. And they were all sitting around this really fancy office, you know, and I go, okay. And they said, this is Danny, and I'm going to go sit in the seat and do my audition. And I said, one thing I want to know before we start. Who wrote this? And I threw it. and I threw it. I threw it on the table, like a coffee table, right? And they were all sitting around, and there was one split second, where maybe a half a second, where I thought I might have messed up. But then they just laughed so hard because Louis, that was basically Louis walking into their life. And then, from then on, like in the audition, I couldn't say anything that I couldn't get a laugh. I could say, and I get a laugh. I'd say, hello, you know, you got a problem with that? You know, it was all, yeah, so.
And that's
anyway.
Exactly what I remember and why I loved it. And being that it will be 40 years next year, we have a little bit of a surprise for you.
Oh.
Take a look.
Hey, Danny. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited that you're on the Sherri Shepherd Show with Lucy. How cool is that? I love you guys so much, as you know. And Danny, come on. You, Tony, and I were the only 3 people who did every single episode. How much fun we all had. I mean, births, deaths, marriages, divorces, roller disco parties. I adore you. You know you're the sexiest guy that has ever been on Taxi. You and I both know. Anyway, I love you so much. I will always be Nardo to your Louie, and also Mary Lou to your Danny. And thank God you are my confidant forever.
Oh, man.
Oh, Mary Lou. Oh, Mary Lou, the sweetest.
I do love Mary Lou and her memory.
Oh, yeah.
Her photographic memory, that one there. And I work with Carol Kane, who's amazing. We do theater readings together. You are just so absolutely... I think being an icon is, I don't know if you take that term, but I consider you such an icon, especially with 4 million Twitter followers. And not only 4 million Twitter followers just because you like to tweet, but you like to show your feet. Like, you're a king of the feet. You have all of these foot pictures. You've gotten 4 million followers. Danny, you have got to tell me how this started.
Well, you know...
Look at and you got great feet.
Well, I don't have great feet.
You know, that's a little...
Oh, that's subjective.
Tell Lucy, tell her I don't have... You know I don't have great feet.
Lucy, how did this start?
Well, when Twitter started, I didn't... You know what? I was doing actually some play. We were doing The Night Man Cometh. It's a musical, you know, what do you call it? From It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I didn't know what it was. Like, you know, they say you got to tweet out. I said, what do you mean tweet out? You know, I'm an old guy, you know. I don't know. And they say, well, you tweet something. So I said, okay, well, I'll tweet a saying, something, right? And the first tweet I ever tweeted was my are on fire. But then, you know, but how can you keep that up, you know?
No,
all the time. So I said, well, I'm gonna name my right foot Troll Foot. And I'm gonna stick it up wherever and that's what you see. So I take a picture with my foot, like for instance, I carry my phone in my sock. And like what I'll do is at random, like I'll just take the thing, right? I have to do a couple things, like I have to slip off.
Oh, are you gonna do a foot picture?
I have to slip off. You know what I mean? So you guys go over there. You go over there.
Come over here.
Okay. All right, so.
Okay, so this one, if I can get an end of the 4 million followers, I gotta repost this. Oh my God.
I mean, you just got a picture with Troll Foot.
I just got a picture with Troll Foot.